The Beatles are back, all four of them, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, for the third concert tour of the United States. But the usual screams and shouts were lacking at the airport, and with good reason, too. Music lovers, or what have you, were advised in advance not to go to the airport to greet them because they would get off the plane in a special area, far away from the terminal buildings. And that's exactly what happened. New York airport officials said these arrangements were made in the interest of public safety. But there will be no lack of welcomes on their journey across the country. Their first big appearance will be Sunday night, before their largest live audience. About 55,000 persons are expected to show up for the concert at Shea Stadium. They will then whirl through 11 appearances by the end of the month, in the San Francisco Cow Palace, the Hollywood Bowl, the Houston Astrodome, the Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, and at ball fields in Chicago, Toronto, Minneapolis, Atlanta, Portland, Oregon, and San Diego.
Okay, now, wait a moment, please. Look, can we have one question at a time, and can we have everybody else quiet, please, so that all of you can hear the question and the answer? Let's have one from the very back there, yes. Okay, let's go with the first question, please. How does it feel to be back in the... Right. Since you were made an order member of the British Empire, has it changed your lives in any way?
Not now, because we haven't really received it yet. No, I don't think we'll have a level to
Ringo, yeah? What are you going to name the baby? Is he a boy or a girl?
That was John. We don't know yet. We're still talking about now. How about this one? How about it?
San Francisco is once again in the grip of that malady known as Beatlemania, what's fast becoming an annual invasion by the English species of the Beatles. While hundreds of young things, hearts fluttering, line the corridors at International Airport, the quartet composed of Ringo Starr, George Harrison, John Lennon, and Paul McCartney instead put in at the old Pan American Air Base.
Well, it certainly is nice to be here in San Francisco. Picking me up.
Down in Frisco, Bay.
Is this going to be a yearly thing, Ringo?
I hope so. I hope so. Do you?
You find San Francisco is pretty receptive?
Pardon?
You find San Francisco youngsters pretty receptive?
Yeah. Yes, very good.
How would you compare them with, say, the other cities in the U.S.?
Mostly the same, you know.
Ringo, what do you think about the...
Who gave you the cigarette?
John Lennon from...
Hold it up.
We just knew.
Better put it out, it's going to burn down.
It is put out.
What a long John.
Down here.
Now what are you going to do with the cigarette?
Yes, I think so.
What are you going to do with it?
I think I'm going to frame it.
Today's arrival, however, found far more reporters and security guards out here than teenagers.
going to continue acting? There's a possibility that he would be an actor if he dropped out of the Beatles.
The possibility he wouldn't be as well, because the film contract's to the Beatles, and if he dropped out, he wouldn't be in it, would he?
No, it wouldn't be of any interest, you know. Who wants to see nobody? You know what I mean?
Question here. What is the closest you have come to losing life and limb?
Someplace in New Zealand, and I think Houston.
Well, just generally Texas, yeah. Yeah, whenever we go to Texas, we almost get killed, you know, because we're too busy guarding the oil down there, you know.
Yes. What is the best city you've performed in?
For sound, Atlanta, because they had a proper microphone system, and all the people that were there could hear us, as well as scream, you know.
And it was a bigger place, too.
How did San Francisco police security compare with other U.S. cities?
What police?
It just wasn't enough, you know, today. I don't think. Yes. Well, there should have been more to handle all this.
The thing is, it's unfair on the police who do come, because, you know, there's not enough of them, and they've got to do twice as much as, you know, don't they?
Yeah. That's 40 questions, my lad.
Do you dread this next concert?
No. Do you?
Question there. Can you keep the noise down? I can't hear the question. Did you get to see much of Los Angeles last week?
No.
We weren't trying, really.
We just stayed in, you know.
Do you get to see much of any city that you visit?
No.
Do you want to?
We don't expect to. We're working here. I mean, if you're working in an office, you don't see much of the surrounding places. And it's the same for us. We don't expect to see it. If we're still alive, we'll come back when we're 40 and have a look at the places that looked interesting. Well, last time Ringo and I went out when we came in, it looked great. We were out in some club somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
Chinatown or something.
Thank you.
Yes,
Were you there?
I mean, everyone says it's a good place, you know, but we haven't
And that roadway going over the water looks good. You know, that's about all we see.
particularly afraid in front of the Mayor of Ireland's this afternoon. I mean, you know, when you get things like shoes thrown up on stage, you know, you've got to be a bit physically afraid for your eye or something, you know, because you could lose it, right?
And I don't want to lose my contact lenses either.
There have been recent reports out of England that groups should make less use of electronic amplification. How do you feel about this?
It's stupid.
Well, no one would be able to hear a thing, you know.
You can't even hear a symphony orchestra.
The whole point of rock and roll music is electronic sound.
And if you don't want to use it, you don't want to use it for TV, just keep going to the music hall. You know, it's just ridiculous stuff. It's just stupid.
Have you opened the presents you got from fans at the airport today?
You mean the sweaters?
Yes, the thingies. We couldn't decide what they were, can you tell us? They look like 90s to me, you know.
And what is your impression of lack of privacy during the U.S. tours?
Well, you know, when we do a tour, we expect to have no privacy anyway. We have plenty when we're off. You know, so you just take the good and the bad. We have a good time.
Last question, very last one. If you were not singers, what would you like to be?
Just rich, I think.
Right, and though we do have to bring the conference to a close because I'm waiting to open the doors for the second show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, kids.
I will take anything. Yes, question for John. Do you plan to continue writing? And if so, do you have a medium in mind?
Yeah, because I think I'm under contract now, but I've got nothing in mind. It'll only be the same stuff, only backwards.
Got nothing in his mind. You get that?
Thank you.
Yep.
Just wonderful, wonderful. It's simply wonderful to be here. Wonderful.
Very nice. We like it. Or we'd be the Rolling Stones.
Any more off this door?
No.
Yes, over here. To Ringo. Okay, one over here. How come you're not booked into Montreal for a show?
That's our manager. You know, we don't know why. We go where we're told.
That's all. You can't go everywhere, you know. We just got to take a pick.
I'm not talking. Look.
Yeah.
Ringo, would you still like to be a disc jockey?
Ringo, would you still like to be a disc jockey?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yep.
I'd like to ask Mr. Lennon why he took up writing and who was his biggest influence in the writing field.
I don't know why I took it up, and I haven't got a biggest. I suppose Lewis Carroll.
Which film
Yes.
did you like making most?
Both? Sorry?
Which film did you like making most?
Which film would you like making most?
For a hard day's night. Which one did you like?
We enjoyed both of them, actually. I think the new one we enjoyed a little bit more because we knew more about what the film business was about, you see. If that makes sense. What was it about?
Right, one over there. John. Is it true that you and Bob Dylan are the same person?
I didn't read that article, but I think it's quite funny. No, we're not. I think we could be.
Please.
Are you expecting any further honors after the Queen?
Are you expecting any further honours?
What are some of your immediate plans for filming, writing books, and
We make a new film sometime in spring, I think, in Spain. And that's all I know about. I don't know what else we're doing. Yep.
Like the shorter tour this year as opposed to last year, more time rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
What kind of shampoo do you use? I'd like to know what happened to the colour of John Lennon's hair.
Well, at the moment it's covered in sweat, you see, so it looks darker than it is. It is wet. That's why it looks different.
He hasn't got his tint on. Did everybody hear that one?
Did everybody hear it?
Recently, on the Musical Express Poll Winners concert and at Shea Stadium, the boys wore military-type uniforms. And what was the last bit? Did they design them themselves?
No, we just we were in the Bahamas and I had nothing to wear, and so I borrowed a soldier's outfit off the film, and somebody said, "Wow, that's okay." So I said, "Right." That's the story I had them made. This is wonderful. That's all there was to it.
Yep. Paul?
Oh, no one will get that. Yes, I did. They should, shouldn't they? Yeah.
Yes, next. So I can't see it. Yep.
But the boys that have like to it, so English acts or whatever, you know.
Would you like to do a complete tour with all English acts over here?
Yeah, we usually do in Britain. There's a lot of them over there. It wouldn't bother us, you know. Anyone can come on a show.
Yep.
Traveling with women companions hurts your
Can we keep the noise down, please? Do you think? Sorry, do you think?
single ones. Do you think that traveling with women companions hurts your image?
Do you think that travelling with women companions hurts your image?
No.
That's what Paul is.
We're not travelling with women companions anyway. We haven't got an image, you know. Have we?
Right there. Yes.
Of the many countries you've been in, which audience has been most responsive?
Of all the countries you've been in, which audience has been the most responsive?
Gravel, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Gravel, really. No, America, because there's most people. It's the biggest place, you know.
Canada too, you know.
I mean, and Canada.
Well, they are.
One place anyway, isn't it? No.
How did you propose to your wife?
Same as anybody else, you know. Are you married? If you're not married, you'll find out.
Well, yeah, I want to be married, but I want to do it right.
You want to do it right?
Use both hands.
Yeah, one for Paul. Are you planning to marry Jane Asher?
Are you quiet for this one? I haven't got any plans, you know. That's all there is. But everyone keeps saying I have. So maybe they know more than me. Who knows? Maybe they... Back there, yep. Sorry, that's not the first part. Would you ever like to visit Niagara Falls?
We've seen the photographs of it.
And the second part? What was your reaction to your greeting in Rome?
We had a good greeting in Rome, contrary to rumours over here. There was nobody at the airport because we arrived in Rome at 5 in the morning. But the show was a sellout, so sit down.